Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today I would like to present our project for New Academia Learning Innovation NALI 2020 entitled Continuous Improved Process of Outcome-Based Education Implementation of Psychomotor Learning Activities. As the background of our project, COVID-19 pandemic has struck the world and has affected many countries including Malaysia. This led to the lockdown order, and for education institutions are not and with the end of the academic year fast approaching, several questions arose, and one of them is how students want to finish their curriculum as institution closure are prolonged. As in UTM, the aquatic sport course has taken its toll due to this pandemic COVID-19. Usually for this course, students are needed to do skills tests such as swimming for 50 meters, diving technique, and also they have to perform synchronized swimming routine in groups. And also they have to involve with water polo or hockey water games activities. As the movement control order implemented, there are no longer swimming activities allowed. And for this course, there are several course learning outcomes that to be achieved, such as to ensure that students are able to apply skills and techniques in aquatic sport, and also to synthesize water activities. However, how we want to achieve all of these learning outcomes when students are not allowed to return to the institution and also they can't even do any outdoor activities. This is the teaching and learning methods and assessment before the MCO, Movement Control Order implementation, where are having face-to-face instruction and demonstration, and students have practice and training sessions inside the pool. Since students are not allowed to return to the institution, especially do activities inside the pool, and they need to finish all curriculums online, this course has to take alternative methods and assessment to ensure that the planned learning outcomes achieved, especially in the aspect of psychomotor domain. Therefore, a continuous quality improvement (CQI) process has been implemented to revise methods and assessments of psychomotor activities in the aquatic sports subject. This is the objective of this project. First, to discuss the continuous quality improvements, the CQI process for psychomotor activities in aquatic sports subject according to the outcome-based learning OBE approach. Second, to test the effectiveness of the newly innovated holistic rubric to obtain the same course learning objective and outcomes as planned at the beginning of the semester. And for the third objective, to analyze the revised method of assessment from physical skill test to simulation of skill-based learning via recorded activities with creativity using technology and online platform. As for the novelty of this project, first is the process of CQI in OBE approach, where to produce new innovative holistic rubric, and this new innovative holistic rubric consists of students' overall achievement on a psychomotor activity. And secondly, the novelty is using CQI process in OBE approach to align all the objectives, methods, and also the assessments to obtain desired outcomes. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, a planned lesson for the aquatic sport course needed to be revised to ensure that these desired outcomes are achieved. Throughout the process of transition and adapting the revised method and assessments for psychomotor activities, the form analytic rubric used to assess the psychomotor domain is found out to be not relevant anymore due to students' physical absence and has been modified into a newly innovated holistic rubric that consists of more comprehensive multi-characteristics related to the psychomotor activities presented by students via technology and online medium. As you can see, this is the framework that has been used for this project. First CQI process began with the previous semester's feedback from the course assessment report. Lecturers receive the feedback from the course assessment report and do some amendment and modification for the new lesson plan for the new semester. Okay, for the lesson plan prepared, it consists of several course learning objectives which reflect the outcomes at the end of the semester. Inside the lesson plan also, they have teaching and learning method, and this teaching and learning method also have the CQI process where lecturer observe and assess performance and needs to make sure that the next class is more interactive and effective. Same goes to the assessment, are based on the rubric, the analytic rubric. This analytic rubric for this course contain task specific and characteristic of the criteria that we want to observe. And also, the assessment will have one CQI process to ensure that the students' performance is aligned with the objective and also the outcome that we want to achieve. The red line is the border, the benchmarking where the movement control order implemented, where we have to revise the old lesson plan into the revised new lesson plan, which contain the alternative teaching method and also the alternative assessment to achieve the same outcomes from the same objective. And for the alternative teaching method inside the revised lesson plan, we have changed from the conventional face-to-face lecture to online lecture via web conferencing, and also the self-directed learning, pedagogy, and also cybergogy technology. As for the alternative assessment, from the portfolio, from the old lesson plan, we changed into e-portfolio, and from the presentation, we changed into the online presentation. And for the group project, we changed into video project. And for the final examination and test, we changed into online test and take-home final examination. And all of these assessments are according to the new innovated holistic rubric. In summary, this is the framework that we use for our project. From the beginning of the semester, the objective and the outcome maintain the same. However, in the middle of the semester, we have to modify and revise our lesson plan using the new alternative teaching and methods and assessments to make sure the same outcome can be achieved using the new and modified assessment and methods. Due to the limitation of situation, the existing task-specific rubric, which is the analytic rubric, cannot be used anymore and has been proposed to the new holistic rubric that provides a single score based on a overall performance of the student. However, to use the global rating scale, it is necessary to clearly present predetermined criteria to assess learners' achievement. Therefore, in this respect, the existing analytic rubric were used together as it consists original task-specific checklist for psychomotor assessment. A whole CQI process has been implemented throughout the semester before and after the changes, especially for teaching learning methods and assessment. Students' results were recorded at the end of the semester and being compared with the previous semester's results to seek for the effectiveness of the CQI process and revise method and assessment, especially the rubrics. As for the creativity of this project is through the student activities and tasks using technology and online platform to deliver similar outcomes. As you can see, previous semester, students usually undergo the physical skill test inside the pool. However, for current semester, students need to do physical skill tasks using video recording and online platform. And then they have to be creative to record the video and to make sure that they are able to deliver whatever that is needed. And this is one of the example for the rescue task where student needs to show how to perform the rescue swimming style using the scissors kick. You can see from the video that students try to explain how to do the scissors kick style using the chair. They use their own creativity to make sure that us as a lecturer understand the video. The innovativeness of this project is through the newly revised holistic rubric. This holistic rubric was innovated after thorough process of CQI from the analytic rubric and become the new holistic rubric, where to suit the situation where assessment has to be done and students were not able to perform skill tests face to face, but perhaps they could deliver the desired outcomes using technology and online platform. So the formal analytic rubric consists of more task-specific checklists and detailed characteristics regarding the psychomotor skills performance, and this all was revised and changed into more holistic and comprehensive assessment, which also highlighted the importance part of the psychomotor activities. As for the applicability of this project, new innovative holistic rubric has been applied to assess students' psychomotor performance using CQI in OBE approach. And the result has shown that there are overall positive effect on student learning and development, as it provides students with many opportunities to be creative and innovative, to search for alternative activities to execute, and also to obtain the same original planned course learning objective. And third, the course learning objective also has been obtained similarly to the previous semester, which indicated that the new holistic rubric could be used to assess psychomotor domain via new methods, which is technology and online platform, and it can deliver the same outcomes as the former analytic rubric. The impact to the students' learning, the result indicated that after thorough process of CQI along the semester, current students are able to perform good psychomotor activities similar with the previous student, even though the number of high achiever percentage is decreasing, but it also reducing the lower achiever percentage, which still align with the course learning outcomes, which are to ensure that students are be able to apply skills and techniques in aquatic sport and synthesis water activities. For the overall impact, first, for the lecturer or instructor, they can use either analytic rubric or holistic rubric. Project could give variety of options to the lecturer or instructor to do assessment on the psychomotor domain. The conventional methods was analytic rubric and assessing the physical skill involving movement and predetermined criteria according to the task, which this would involve students to do face-to-face demonstration and how to present physically. On the other hand, the new innovated holistic rubric could be used also to assess psychomotor domain from activities, technology, and online platform without them having to be presented physically. And for teaching and learning, it provide more flexible teaching and learning methods and assessment, and it's nurture creativity and also innovativeness skill among the students. And also, it use the technology-based learning by using the online platform. As for the conclusion, this project uses the CQI process of the OBE approach, and it been implemented and has been successfully achieved whole desired outcomes. This to enhance that by using alternative methods and newly innovated assessment tools, same course learning outcomes can be achieved. A newly innovative holistic rubric for psychomotor learning activities recorded overall positive effect on student learning and development. And also, through this project, we can nurture students' creativity and innovativeness in search for alternative activities to accomplish the task given. As for the commercialization potential for this project already registered the copyright for the framework and also for the rubric. As for the acknowledgement, we would like to thank School of Education, Faculty of Social Science and Humanities, DM, and also all individuals who involved in these projects. Thank you very much for your attention.